Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Here we go. Shot. Down. Ready. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 114. 115. 116. 117. 118. 119 Ready? Go! Let's go now! Let's go! Come on, set! Panther 60, Panther 60! Ready! Set! Ready! Set up! Ready! Here we go! Ready? Here we go! Shot! Down! 70 Timberwolf! Ready? Ready? Viking 18! Tag! Cougar 19! Ready? Bronco 80! Ready? 19 Tiger! Ready? Come on, set! 18 Cardinal, ready? Ready? 60 by...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. On the Jets sideline, there you see head coach Aaron Glenn. His guys, well, they're struggling at this point in the year. Just 2 wins over their last 7. On the other side, it's Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing here is May. Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, it's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You talk about this Jets defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group never put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Henderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And 2 at the 16-yard line.
Here's May. It's complete to Diggs. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with May. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. As they finally get their chance on offense, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Overstreet. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The Pats offense led by their wide receiver headed out for their 2nd possession. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run once more with Henderson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To the air, May. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38.
To throw, it's May. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
1st and 10.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defense defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the gun, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll throw with May. Gets this complete to Butte. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Back to throw here. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 17 yards out. And the Patriots go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? But I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
2nd and 14. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Back to throw. Overstreet. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He'll look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
A gain of 9 yards, and the Jets first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
70! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Go!
Off play action. Overstreet. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
First down, Jets.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Jets offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught. Mitchell spinning away. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, their open in the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I 2-1 and real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that rim. 0-2-1 and real quick.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Overstreet. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Overstreet. Throw right side. Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson. 36 yards. And the Jets are back within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On play action, May. Left side caught by Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing here is May. They'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just more of the same here. That's back-to-back catches for him to start the drive. They've looked his way quite a bit, and with good reason, as this duo picks up yet another first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the shotgun, May with it. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Henderson running straight ahead. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's May. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Is on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in his third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. But once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once, but boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Yeah, he'll find Hill. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Paul want to give up the middle. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught, it's Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
17.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Pushing his way through. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs from the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Looking to throw. May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To the air, May. Open May and the tight end, Henry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. To throw, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
17-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here goes throw.
Again, it's Henderson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
For the Patriots field goal, a 34-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, what we learned there is not just the defense that can hold the lead. Special teams comes into play, and they keep them in front.
Yeah, oftentimes we talk about the offense and the defense. Here it's that 3rd phase it looks like that's going to decide this game.
Yeah, how many times have we sat in those coaches' meetings, and they always talk about, well, we think special teams, that could determine the game, and we walk out, and sometimes, heck, I'll admit, I even roll my eyes. They're right. See how big that was? That just changed the complexion.
Let him go now.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Hall.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A handoff for Hall. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Viking 18. Ready, ready. Let's go. Go. Come on, set. Here we go. Ready. Down. And up. Ready, let go. Ready. Let's go now. Bronco 80. Set. Ready. Here we go. Shot. Go. Set up. Shot. Ready. Set. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Set. Ready. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Down. Ready. Ready. 7, go. Ready. Let's go now. Ready. Set. Here we go, shot. 19 Tiger. Let go. Set up. 60 by 6. Let go. Set. Ready. Viking 18. Ready. Come on. Set. Cougar 19. Ready. Set. Bronco 80. Ready. Ready. Panther 60. Huh.
like the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S, Jets, well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, half of the AFC East ready to square off between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Leading the Dolphins sideline, head coach Mike McDaniel. His side taking full advantage of their bye week to rest and recover. Opposing him, that's Aaron Glenn, head coach of the Jets. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. On the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And away we go from East Rutherford. Torrey Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Dump off to his fullback. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Tua looking to throw. Completes this one to Gray. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw. Stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they went with. Third down. Here he goes. Third and long. Here's a screen for Achane. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
His work begins at the 31. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Get it! Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Cowboy 80.
Here's Brisson on the ground for the first time. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They're going to try and throw it here. Finds a man. Mason Taylor has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just enough to throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll go down here at the 16. That's a pickup of 9. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
In the red zone on first. Buying some time left. Cut near the goal line. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up first and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. It's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Liking, 18. Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Go.
Hall. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Jets have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Breece Hall with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Jackson now to return it. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Bronk. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive.
Ready. Ready, team.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Hits his running back. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding the defense just like that.
Finds his back. Achane. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 1-point game. Devon Achane with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Calvin Austin on the return. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10. At their own
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from MetLife coming right up.
Ready.
Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at first down here. Back to throw now. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Here we go.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Go play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Get it. 60 bucks.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Ready. 70 Lions. Ready.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Give on 2nd to Hall. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Goal to go. They're passing. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Let's ready.
Hall running between the tackles. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Call it 5 yards on that play. He gets him to the 2, 3rd and goal.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
He gets it again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 2nd quarter lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. That's up and through for the point after. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to...
Tagovailoa's hit, the ball is out. And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. And this one, not surprisingly, brought a loss of yards. They had to scramble to even get that football back. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Dolphins. Backed up considerably here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Throwing the out route complete. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. Braden Mann on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Takes this in at the 25. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Jets are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs.
Past the 60, past the 60.
Working now from the gun. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to take this one down at the 25.
When Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Back to pass on second and short. Short pass brought in. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give them an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in legal basement, putting working on the phones. Either that or try the money more to make the pickup. Man, it's too
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Come on, come on. 19, Tiger, 19.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Got it, ready?
Second down now. They need 7.
Here we go, here we go. Pat Viking, 18. Ready?
Sticking to the air here. And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets will add to their lead at the end of the half. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jets double their lead to 14.
Dolphins 7.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins offense returning to the field a final time before the half. And with field position and the clock against them, you're probably not going to see anything of substance. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Dolphins first down.
First down. Here's Tua. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So that brings up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Go ahead.
Back to throw it. Finds his man, Gray. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. And with no halftime report this week, it seems we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Aaron Glenn sending his Jets out for another drive. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
He's got the half to give to Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
That's incomplete on second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that was all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21.
28. Dolphins 7.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Washington now to return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Dumps it off to his running back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Back at the 28-yard line.
Offense to the line, second down. Tua now from the gun. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here's a screen for Achane. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Found some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 in enemy territory.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, it feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Out to Gordon. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Receiver in motion, headed right. Tagovailoa on first down. He tucks it and takes off. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
Off the play fake. Has room inside the 25. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
From the red zone on first. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As the offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Ready.
Air it out on third. We'll drop this down to Achane. And this one does not go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Tagovailoa to throw on fourth down. And he's going to score a touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins start the second half with some needed points. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
On the return, here comes Austin. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jets and Adonai Mitchell getting set for another look here. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. It is caught left side. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. A gain of 27 yards there. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. The Jets have multiple scores here and on their way to closing this one out. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Allen trying this straight ahead. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Ready, go.
They'll go right side with Hall. There he goes again. And him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Ball takes it straight ahead. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
3rd down give to Hall. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Here we go. Here, ready.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jets making a 3-score game in the 4th. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. One right down the middle. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21.
Dolphins 14.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Jackson now to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. Miami offense headed out there now. Trying to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First down, something by the throw. Defense is too much here, and the Jets drag him down. Now we have a member of the Jets hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to take a look at him. Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stops. Working quickly here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's caught left side by Hill. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Looking quickly, trying to get set. Putting a receiver in motion. Desperation time here. He's trying to push the field. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
go, Jack. 70 Lions.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets close to picking up their 5th win. Field goal try upcoming from the Jets. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd down carry for A-Chain. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Finds his back. A-Chain. What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Desperation time here on 4th. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
This is Allen on the give. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Finds him over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Liking, hey, kid.
He'll look to throw. It's caught by Wilson. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Jets continue piling it on here in the 4th. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you've got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So the win goes to the Jets. And they take not just the victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So that'll do it for this one.